Hello, everyone, and welcome to Film Posers. My name is Huang, and today I'm joined by my co host Anna, and we're going to be talking to you about the newest film hitting theaters, Official Competition, also known as Competencia Oficial. So, we had the honor to see this at an early screening, and I have heard about this film since around last year when it premiered at a couple of festivals, and I've been genuinely curious to see it since then. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is about a billionaire entrepreneur who impulsively decides to create an iconic movie and he demands the best. Renowned filmmaker Lola Cuevas is recruited to mastermind this ambitious endeavor. And completing the all star team are two actors with massive talent but even bigger egos, Hollywood heartthrob Felix Rivero and radical theater actor Ivan Torres. Both are legends, but not exactly best friends. And through a series of increasingly eccentric trials set by Lola, Felix and Ivan must confront not only each other, but also their own legacies. And they're left to wonder who will be left when the cameras finally start rolling. Now, this film is a collaboration between Argentina and Spain, just like the two male characters in this film. The film is in Spanish and had English subtitles, at least in our case. And as a bilingual, and I think can relate, this is a trip, quite honestly. This was entertaining because the jokes land in English with the subtitles, and they're even funnier if you get it in Spanish. So we're gonna kick it off with our first reactions. And Anna, what do you think of the film?
So this movie flew out of my radar. I didn't know what the movie was about, to be honest. And honestly, I'm glad I didn't know about it because I was so surprised about this movie. It was hilarious. I never thought I would have laughed that much in this movie. And quite honestly, it was really a delightful surprise for me. I really love how it mixes comedy with satire, and it just comments about how, in a very juggling way, the complexities of being an actor, and but also, the rocky road that the director has when making a film. And quite honestly, like, all the actors in this movie shine in their own way. Penelope Cruz, Santino Banderas, and then we have Oscar Martinez. All of them played an important part in this film, and I just really like the bickering that happened between those three. And it was such a complex, thing going on between them that it was just hilarious. And yeah, even though it is funny, sometimes they tend to be very serious stuff, especially at the end. It was quite a shocker between us because, like, joke after joke and after joke, and all of a sudden we are hitting with like a bang of seriousness. I'm like, honestly, it was quite unexpectedly and it's quite shocking for me. I don't know about you. What about you, Juan?
So again, I knew of this movie. I'd heard about it. I'd wanted to see it for a while. The trailer, when it came out, I'm not gonna lie, it did not represent what I read the plot was, which I think is a problem with marketing this film because it doesn't exactly show it off as the comedy that it is. It shows it more of like a drama. But my first thought watching this film was like, wow, Puss in Boots really gets vulgar in here. This is not the Shrek movie you're used to. But in reality, it's an absurdist satirical comedy that was like especially made for aspiring actors. I took two classes of theater in my university, and I literally felt like Ivan at times was one of my professors. Like talking about acting and the methods of acting, I was like, okay, I am being transported to a time I cannot believe I'm remembering right now. It's also an excellent criticism towards the film industry itself, as well as the arrogance, egos, and insecurities that actors have. And like you said, the main trio of actors do an excellent job in their roles. There's not a weak link in this cast. Everyone does such a great job and they stand out and always deliver in their parts that it's just really entertaining to watch on screen.
Yeah.
Now, when I say absurd, I mean absurd. Like I genuinely wasn't expecting it to get that wild at one point, and I think Anna knows the scene I'm referring to there too. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing on screen because you don't know exactly what's going to happen next. I did a pretty good job guessing at times, but you really couldn't count on it going there because you're there going, you're not going to go there, you're not going to do that, and then you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, yeah. There was a scene that I was like my jaw dropped. That specific scene with the trophies. I
Anyone who loves award season watching that
yeah,
clip will fall to their knees in the theater in pain. I was shocked.
I
And
was hurt. I was
it was
hurt
her,
by
yeah, I
them.
don't want to spoil this for you, but that moment, it left everyone in our screen gagged, gooped, everyone was shook. And the reaction to what happened, it was also hilarious. So you see, sometimes you know what's gonna happen, and it's still great. It still works because even then you're like, wow, I can't believe they went there.
Hmm.
Which, speaking of awards, it's also interesting how this film tackles how meaningless awards are to certain people. Which, as someone who's currently feeling still done with award season, I'm still burnt out by it overall. I liked what this film had to say about that even more, and about it's about the quality of an artist's work, not the amount of awards they win. However, if I had my way, not gonna lie, I would nominate this for Best International Feature at the Oscars and the trio of actors in the acting categories because they're just that good. I really like their performance. I like this collaboration. It was just so great. Everyone works so well together. And like you had mentioned, they have great chemistry on screen and it makes every scene work.
Yeah.
And I was specifically impressed by Penelope Cruz. I don't know about you. I was a fan before. I'm a bigger fan now after this film.
No, I agree with you. I do hope that this film has a chance to get nominated in award season because I feel it's rightfully so. And even if it doesn't get nominated, at least the script. The
Yeah,
script was amazing. And Penelope Cruz, she did Chef's Kiss, that monologue.
the
That
monologue is
monologue,
my morning
girl, we gonna
affirmation.
recite it every day, every morning, every night.
I'm gonna say that tonight, right before I go to bed. I'm gonna say her exact monologue. When you see the scene, you're gonna know what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
That
Now,
it's just so funny.
yes. Now, going back to talking about the ending, no spoilers here. Now, throughout the whole movie, it was joke after joke. It is a dramedy. Yeah, if we can categorize this movie, it's a dramedy. But by the end, all of a sudden, we get this like all seriousness. Do you feel that it was rushed, like the whole story until the ending?
You know what? No, I think they did it on purpose, and I think it works because the title is official competition. It is a competition. A competition doesn't always end slow. It ends with a bang because you find out who wins a competition. And in this case, I feel, I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw it, I felt that it had a bit of a Parasite vibe, which I loved in terms of giving you something you weren't expecting and it shocks you. And I think the reason behind it also played into the message of the film regarding the quality of acting, the competition, the egos, the insecurities, and especially because the two actors are male. You have that alpha beta competition between the two, who's better. And that ending for me, I think, served its purpose in terms of keeping you on your toes, but at the same time catches you off guard. Because, like you said, joke after joke after joke, and even a serious moment in the middle. But you're just so caught off guard by it that it's like, whoa, I did not predict this happening. So I don't know. For me, the ending worked. It's not what you were expecting to happen, but in a way, since it is a satire, it does work to proving a point, especially regarding the film industry.
Mhm. Yeah. Now, I really liked how it tied up at the end with the breaking the fourth wall kind of thing that went on, and it was really ironic because then we have another speech by Penelope Cruz and talking about the whole industry, and I thought it was pretty interesting. It was pretty captivating, and it served the purpose because she literally was like, "You're not. This movie is not gonna end as long as you keep talking about this movie." And we are here talking about the film.
So true.
So yeah, so it's not gonna end. And I thought it was pretty interesting, and it is a very different message when it comes to like film per se, because a film doesn't end as long as you keep talking about it. And that was the rightful message that this movie tried to say by the end. And I was so mind blown by it. Not many movies try to go to this direction, and this one did. And I think it excelled my expectations, and it did a pretty good job in keeping me on the edge of my seat. And honestly, my whole attention was right there. And I love this film. I feel that this is going to be on my top films of this year. What about you, Juan?
I am so screwed with my top films of the year. That's going to be chaotic by December. I'm calling it as of now. But quite frankly, I will remember this film by the end of the year. So that counts for something. There's one scene in particular that I don't know how they manage, especially Penelope Cruz. She manages to balance drama and comedy not only throughout the entire movie, but in this one specific scene while maintaining such a serious composure. And, you know, that one scene, it caught a lot of us off guard, and it was so good. And the only hint I'm going to give you is Happy Pride Month. So yeah, I genuinely think that this is a film that, you know, it is an independent film, but I genuinely think that mainstream audiences will enjoy it once they go with the flow of what this film is not only trying to say, but how it decides to entertain you. And the minute you go along for the ride, I really do think you are going to enjoy it. You know, it's something different, it's something unique, it's very entertaining. And this is definitely, if you're looking for something like that, this is the film for you. I would also recommend you see this in theaters if you can, and to try to go in blind like Anna did. Don't watch a trailer, it's not going to help. Just go in ready to laugh, because the trailer doesn't sell it to you as a comedy. And what you see it is in a trailer and what the film is are completely different.
So, is this movie film poster approved?
I mean, it has to be.
It has to be. It has to be.
Chaos, comedy, drama, suspense, buffoonery, trickery, everything, twists, turns, acting. It has it all.
Puss in Boots. Puss.
Boots, saying dialogue you never thought would be approved by DreamWorks. Puss in Boots, cursing. Has it all. So yeah, this is definitely film poster approved, absolutely. So that is our review of Official Competition. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check this movie out, you should check your local listings in the United States to see if it's playing in a theater near you this weekend. And as for Puerto Rico, you can find this in our fine arts theaters as of June 30th. Again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow us on our socials at Film Posers, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. You can like this video, subscribe to our channel, and remember, we're all film posers. Bye.
Bye.